Hello. Hello. Welcome to another episode of Minecraft Evolution. So, I'm, I'm slowly dying over here in this corner. My voice is feeling a little bit better. It's not 100% yet. But we will not let that stop us. We got stuff to do today. Let me just head up here. So I don't even know if I can see it from up here, but let's see. Oh, I know. Last episode I completely forgot to edit in, letting you guys see how everything turned out from this view. So here's how it looks. I still have yet to go back and trim some of these bushes. Like I'm gonna get rid of that tree. Maybe well, I don't know. I think that one there, probably some over here, clear it out a little bit better. But anyways, what we will be doing, this is probably the best vantage point we're gonna get, is we'll be building the desert today. All that sand we've been collecting from all these builds, that's what I've been saving all the sand for. I want to build a desert over in that area where my cursor is. We're also going to, we can't really see it from this angle, but where the lumber yard connects up to this grassy area, I want to connect them up without the grass spreading. So we're also going to turn this whole area over here into the desert too and just attach it up over there. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure if we're going to have enough sand. There's a few more pockets of sand like over here somewhere in this area and I think over there. But I'm not 100% if we're going to have enough sand, so we may have to do some trickery. But I got some plans. But before we can do any of that, we need to go and head over there. I already went over there once just to get an idea of how big the area is and just build a little path there. But we can just head over this. I haven't really explored too much. So yeah, like I was saying, I wanted to connect I want to connect this grassy area up to over there. Just like make a little pathway down. But to do that, so the grass doesn't destroy all of our hard work over here, we gotta turn this all into sand. So there's no grass. So ooh, free pork chops. Nice. Uh, so we're gonna turn all of this into sand, and probably flatten this out a little bit better instead of it looking like this. And then gonna come over here. And this is the path I built because there's a little gap here, as you guys can see. We're gonna fill this in, make it connect up a little bit better. And then we're everything this way, so we're gonna leave all of this that way as it is. But everything this way, so this whole mountain here, this giant mountain is gonna have to get removed. I think a little bit of this mountain here will also have to be trimmed. But all of this will become a desert. Now, my minor issue. Ooh, is that is diamonds? Nice. We've got more diamonds for us to get. My minor issue I have with this episode is, other than the desert itself, I'm not sure what to build today. I was trying to plan out some builds, but I just couldn't figure out any block palettes that worked in this version of the desert theme. Uh, the oak planks kind of work because that's like our orange block, like what we did over here. How it's our orange roof. It kind of works with the desert, but stone doesn't really look good. Uh, if I can just do it all out of oak wood, because then it's not going to look good either. It has to have some variation. I'm not sure what I should build over here just yet. I might ask you guys over on Reddit, or if I can't figure it out by the end of this episode, then I'm gonna leave it up to you guys in the comments. But really should probably stop speaking because my voice is just gonna keep getting worse. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start uh, terraforming because this part here is gonna take us a long time. We might just end up spending the night here and just setting up a base somewhere. But anyways, montage time. Alright, and one mountain removal later, and now this is all flattened out, or at least, well, kind of flattened out. I kind of just shaped the stone to somewhat match with the terrain that was already here. But, oh, forgot to pick up some stone or something, I guess. But right now I'm not going to start filling this all in with sand just because I'm not sure yet how I want to shape the terrain here, because I don't know if I want to keep it like looking natural with Indev, or if I want to shape it to kind of look like I don't know, dunes or something. I don't know yet. But what we are gonna do is something that we kind of touched on. Oh, oh, I have been playing too much Hightail. I just pressed tab instead of E to open up my inventory. It's something I was kinda dabbling with during an early episode. I think it was the beach episode. And that is using, let's come over here real quick. Do we don't have a pickaxe. We'll just do it right here. Mixing this side of the log texture, the bark part, and dirt, because this is just slightly darker than dirt. It kind of matches up. And what I want to do is, oh, it's becoming night. Boo. Well, what I like to do is take all this stone away and replace it with these logs, which is going to require quite a bit of stone. But I want to kind of keep this little desert area, I guess, sectioned off with these cliffs, because we are not going to have enough sand to turn over there, all of this, and over here, and a whole island like we did with the lumber mill. We won't have enough sand to turn a whole island into a desert. So instead, we're just going to do this little section plus over there. I think we'll have enough dirt to do that. So to kind of just section it off, and I don't know, we need to start heading back to our tower. Let's grab our stuff. Just to start sectioning it off, and so we can build things on other areas without it kind of looking weird, like it doesn't just abruptly turn to a desert. We're going to have these cliff edges around the desert. And of course, to blend, I don't want to just do the flat stone and dirt. I want to actually make the cliff edges kind of blend in with the desert terrain. And so I'm taking we're going to do this plus something else, which I'll explain when it becomes day again. So let's head to our tower and hopefully not die here. So I don't know why my microphone just was choosing when and when not to work for this recording. It's that, or I was so tired I was just hallucinating talking. But either way, Future Steve back to voiceover for past me. So what we're doing here is going to be adding these wavy lines to the dirt layer of this cliff face, just to break up the very flat look we got by replacing the stone with oak logs, because they're just very similar in both color and texture. It works well, but it just makes it look pretty flat. Less flat than just using dirt, but it still looks pretty flat. So I want to break that up by using oak planks. And we're doing this using oak planks specifically because they're our orangiest block we have access to. And it seemed to work pretty well in the lumberyard with the building right here. And my thought process is I want to make it kind of look like sedimentary layers, kind of like what you see in deserts, like the Painted Desert or the redstone, or not redstone, red sandstone cliffs. I just really like this sedimentary layery look, and it's just something I really like, and I think it would work really well to separate the desert from these green grassy bits. So we'll be doing that throughout both sides of the cliffs here. And yeah. So let's just go ahead and get to that. Alright, and we are back. It has been a few, like, it has to be like 2 or 3 weeks now since I've actually worked on this video. I have just been procrastinating quite a bit. And I think the main reason why I've been really procrastinating working on this build is just because of, oops. I'm not totally sure what to build here in this, not even just this, deserty area. I'm not sure what, come on, I know I can hit these blocks. Bloop, bloop. There we go. I'm not really sure what to build on these, this one island over here in general. It's just kind of been blank on me right now on what to build. I have nothing really planned out for this section of the world yet. Unlike all the other islands so far, I had kind of a plan of what I wanted to build pretty much right out the gate. This whole section over here, I've had nothing planned, so I have a lot of figuring out what to build over here, so it's been like, meh, do I really want to do that? So instead, I've been working on Hightail. Got that video out. Bloop, bloop. We're gonna need more dirt. Bloop, bloop. Yeah, we're out of dirt now. But good news. Finally, after like a year and a half of using a projector screen, I have finally gotten a monitor. But not just one. I actually have 2 monitors now. So now I can occasionally look over at OBS, check if it's still working. And when I do my streams, I'll be able to see you guys in chat much easier. That now it's just kind of on me to be observant enough to occasionally actually look over. But yeah, it's also just nice to have when I'm playing games, because now I can have my other stuff open. Like I can keep an eye on my computer's performance, make sure it's not overheating. I can do all that without having to really worry and tab out of games. And soon I'm getting my, like, in just like a day or so after this recording, I'm getting my router in for my own Wi-Fi, so I'll be able to directly connect up. Hopefully that will fix a lot of the issues I've been having with Stream, where it cuts out and buffers really badly. I'll be directly connected to a really good Wi-Fi source. So yeah, hopefully future streams won't be cutting out. Plus just any other online issues I've been having. Like, it takes me a whole day to upload any of these videos of mine. It kind of sucks. I can't really do anything on my computer other than just wait for a video to upload. But I think my next upgrade that I'm going to go for is upgrading my microphone. I'm kind of looking into the Blue Yeti, but it's kind of a pricey mic. It's not overboard like some of the microphones are, but it's also not cheap. It's like $120 or so. So that may be more closer to the middle to end of the year, because even if I got the microphone right now, it wouldn't be much of a change, I don't think, because right now I'm using like a lot of filters to filter out all my background noise. Like, I live near a pretty big highway, and I'm constantly having like, my computer's not particularly quiet, and my AC is also not it's almost always running. Either it's on heater or it's on the AC. So I have to filter out all this other background noise, and it kind of kills my voice as well. It makes me sound a little more dull with all these filters. So getting the microphone right now won't help me much. So I have to instead first upgrade my setup where I'm recording and streaming from. Right now I'm recording from my bedroom, and what I did is I don't like huge open spaces. They make me feel uncomfortable. I like having areas that are actually sectioned off and like not tiny, but they feel more closed in. So what I did is I got these fabric walls and I put them up to create an area for just my computer setup and that junk. And that's where I'm streaming from, but it isn't particularly quiet. There's quite a bit of noise. I I kind of have two options to fix that. My first option is easier, but I don't think it's going to reduce that much noise, so I'm kind of leaning towards option 2. But my first option is just to get more fabric walls and put up more stuff to enclose it more, because those fabric walls don't even touch the roof. They're not super tall, so there's plenty of gaps for echoing. So if I put up like blankets and close it in more, it might reduce that echo. But it's also going to increase the temperature of my area where I record, which is going to affect my computer, and it might overheat it. My second option is, and what I think I'm going to end up doing, is moving my whole computer setup into my closet. Now, the issue with that, though, is first I have to clean out my closet, which there's a lot of stuff, so I'm not looking forward to doing that. I have to reorganize it all, declutter it. But, once it is all cleaned out and emptied, I'm also going to have to go and, build my own custom desk, which is going to require some supplies, and till then, I'm probably going to end up having to get paneling to put up on the walls to get rid of all the echo in there. So, it's going to be quite a bit of pre-setup before I even get the mic. So, I have been staring at this desert for way too long. And I've been just trying to figure out what I was going to build here and how I was going to cover up that giant bald spot. And I think I finally have figured out what I want to build. And, well, I've gone through a bunch of different designs and stuff, trying to figure out what I wanted to make. But I think I finally landed on the design I wanted. And I'll throw up on screen a few different builds and stuff I was thinking about. But I finally landed on this one design. But the only issue with it is going to require us having a ton of iron. So all that iron we gathered from terraforming this area will sadly be going back into building this. But let's see, we actually might have to go mining to get some more. But let's see, let's start just right here. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Alright, that would make it go all the way over here, probably. Do I like that? I think that's probably our best. Well, let's see. We can go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gotta get rid of some sand. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So it'd be in this cube. Okay, yeah, this will work. So, as you guys can probably already tell by just the basic shape here, what I plan to build actually is going to be one block bigger. Which means I need to give it some more sand. But what I plan to build is a desert. Or not a desert, a pyramid. And if I sound a little bad right now, it's because I'm, once again, sick. I know, it sucks. I began this video sick. Gonna be ending this video sick. Yeah, sucks. But I really like this design with these I guess corners. The corners being these gold, no, not gold, but iron. I was originally planning on making them gold, but that would have just been way too expensive. So I ended up changing them to be iron. I've been but while I've been sick, I just been drinking a lot of hot tea. I have a cup right here next to me. I actually made my first cup because I don't usually drink hot tea, so I'm not really used to like drinking hot tea. I usually drink iced tea. So ow, that hurt. Oh, that actually hurts my chest. Uh, where was I? What was I talking about? Oh, I don't usually drink hot tea, so I ended up making my first cup of tea really hot and just taking a giant sip right out the gate. Burnt my tongue, and it's still it it doesn't hurt. It hasn't really been hurting, but I can still feel that my tongue is burnt and a bit of taste sensation has disappeared. It's slowly coming back. It was not fun. Also, gotta say, different teas are really good when they're hot. Not like boiling hot, but when they're just like decent hot, really good. I've been sipping on the tea I have right next to me. Not that I really need it anymore. I'm not really congested anymore. My throat doesn't hurt anymore. But when it did, it helped out a ton. It got me through it. It usually I would just take a bunch of medicine and I will knock myself out. Just go into a temporary coma into the cold passes. But with the tea, I was actually able to bear the cold and just deal with it. Get some stuff done. Sadly, nothing to do with this video. We're running really late on this one. It's also just because I don't know. I guess I'm finally feeling a little burnt out in this world, or it's just my bad habit of having trouble knowing how to finish things. Because just in general, I have a hard time like finishing things. Starting midpoint, I can do that easily. But when it comes to the very end, knowing how to wrap things up, that's where I kind of just suck. I don't know what to do at that point. And I just stall and stall trying to figure out what am I going to do to finish this. And yeah, I just have a feeling that's kind of what's going on right now. Why this video is taking so long to come out. It's just because I'm stalling, trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Because we're coming up to the end of season 1. And it's not like this series is going to end. I plan on doing the next season in Indev, but it's wrapping up this season, and there's just I didn't know what to do in this for this build, but also because I originally didn't really want to do a pyramid, it just felt a little meh. But also it just feels like there's so much more little things, not major things, little things I need to do in this world before we leave it. Yeah, I'm kind of on this mix on there's too much that I can to do before we have to leave. But also like there there are things that I feel like are really important, like finishing up the mine shafts and finishing up the mine in general. It still has a lot of empty space over there, and stuff like that. But I guess also if anything I don't finish, I guess kind of leave some character to the world, because there's plenty of oh, ouch, of Minecraft worlds for my YouTubers I really like that I know they never finished their world before moving on. It's just I guess a little hard to figure out the right balance. Maybe I do a live stream. I do like that idea. Do a live stream where I try finishing it all. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that after this uh video. Uh, but as for what's left, because we did cover up a big patch of the area that we haven't covered up with sand. But as for the rest of it, where I'm gonna get sand for that, is I want to build a little oasis over there, which means I'll be able to get rid of some of the sand that's over there to replace it with like grass, and the sand I get rid of can be moved over to cover up these patches here. And I need more slurbs. Ouch. For this, we're gonna have to go down into the mines and choose some mining. Unless we can find some a giant vein of exposed iron to finish this up, which I highly doubt. Oh, and even if I did, it would probably take longer looking for the iron than just going down in the mines. So, down to the mines we go. Skeleton, multiple. Another skeleton, another one. Just keep on dodging. Everything is fine, there's no danger here. Right around this corner. How many skeletons were there? It feels like 5 of them. Oh, we're gonna get a bunch of arrows. Come on, arrows, 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 arrows. Arrows! Yoink, yoink. More arrows. Arrows! Nice, I think all of them dropped 2. And yeah, the skeleton. There's a spider over there, or at least there was. Some feathers, I'll take those. I don't think we're getting any other arrows. Sad, but we're almost out of staff, so. Okay, so while we're over here, one of the things I want to do is put in some cactuses around my desert. And the normal way someone might go about doing that would be with green wool, since we don't have cactus in this version yet. But I don't have green wool either. So what I'm going to do instead is we're going to try growing, that won't work. We're going to try growing some trees and having just like a 3 or 2 tall thing of leaves just sitting on the dirt. And that will be our cactuses. Will it work? I don't know, but I am hopeful it will. Let's try one here. One over here. Now, all of these kind of rely on the trees growing short and not super tall. Alright, so we would have to adjust it. There should be enough cactuses for this area. I want to throw in one more. Let's throw it in like right over here. No clue if any of these trees will actually work, but we'll find out. We throw in enough of them and one of them is bound to actually grow the way we want. Ooh, some feathers. Joink. Let's try one here. One over here. We kind of have to adjust the height of this here. But let's finish up our pyramid first. We should now have enough iron to finish this up. Bloop, 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 bloop. Wrong block. Then we go 1, 2, 3, and there we go. I do need to actually add a few more slabs to the top here, just to even out the size. Give back those. Thank you. I actually might need more. I forgot there's 4 sides. But I want to do this, I think it was. Or was it the middle that I made bigger? Like that. If we do that, then it covers up. There's no point having that, so it had to have been like. Okay. So just throwing in 2 more slabs on each of these. There we go. Just to balance out the top part a little bit since I added that fire to it. And there's our pyramid. I am worried that we still do not have nearly enough sand, but we'll have to wait and see. But for right now, let's get in our cacti. I also want to adjust this, so I guess while we're waiting for the cactuses to grow, we can work on the landscaping. And my mic stopped working again, but nonetheless, after waiting for what felt like an eternity, literally watching grass grow, and waiting for our trees to grow, we are finished. There's a few saplings that never did grow down over here, but most of them did, and it looks like we have another one over there that needs to be chopped down. I don't think it's touching the ground, sadly. Yeah, it's not touching the ground, so we will just get rid of it. I think we got plenty of cacti anyways, so yeah. We also got some extra sand from the oasis, so if we need glass or other not so explosive blocks later, we got some left over. But let's go ahead and just remove the extra dirt blocks I placed down so the grass would spread faster. I swear, sometimes in this version, grass either spreads at the speed of light, and weirdly too, or it grows so slow. Like I've seen grass spread to dirt blocks underneath it, but nope, this took an hour to grow. Well, dang, there's still 1 block of dirt. I don't know if I want to sit here and wait or just leave it. Is it gonna be seen by the screenshot? I don't think so. But I really don't want to leave it. It's gonna bug me that I left a single dirt block here. But I also don't want to wait another hour. We'll wait. Okay, nope, I'm not waiting. Let's just get rid of this block and let's go. Oh, we forgot a sapling. Let's have a quick get rid of that. Is there any other saplings? No, I think we're good. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I know this video is coming out really late and now only have like maybe a couple weeks before the next video has to come out. It's the last one for the season 2. But if you made it this far, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.